Hi, Bang. You all right? Just a test of a live stream I'm going to maybe think about start doing. Hope you're okay. I hope you had a good Christmas. You just joined us. Come and say hello. Just doing a test of a live, see if I can do a live stream on YouTube. Any plans for New Year, Bang? The layout is 20 foot long by about 12 foot wide. It's what I would say a massive work in progress. I would say that. Hi, Robert. You okay? Like I say, it's just a quick test to see if I can do a live stream on YouTube. Didn't expect to actually get anybody in, so thanks for coming along, Robert. Thanks for coming along, Bang. Much appreciated. Hi, Gareth. You all right? Yeah, not too bad, mate. Just doing a test of doing a live stream. Planning on maybe going up the Crewe and doing a live stream of a night time with Rachel and Sean. what I'll do is I'll give you guys a bit of a tour around the layout. So at the moment, this is just a plain side. This is where the TV used to be. Used to be like a little tunnel here for the trains. And the TV used to sit on the table up here. So now the TV's gone out into the lounge, or should I say the kitchen, which is becoming a kitchen and a lounge. I've got more prospects for these three sidings here, for more scenic stuff to be done. Let's just raise you up a bit, guys, so you can see a bit better. Sorry for the shaky camera, guys. You're on the tripod, and I'm going to try and move you around to show you around. So this is the next part of the area. This is obviously where you have to duck under from the outside to come in. And this hill here, it's just been made in the past couple of months, and this is going to recreate, say, like a Christmas tree farm, because it's a Christmas tree farm just down the road from me in Shirley and Solihull. So I'm going to recreate a Christmas tree farm there. Then you come along to the depot sides. There's your engine sheds. This area is the engine sheds, and just standard sidings over there. And up top there is going to be the kind of like a high street come street. Working my way along, there's the carriage sidings there. All along here, got four sidings plus two fueling points. Working the way along, there's the control panel, which is slowly coming on. All the lights here are controlled by DCC Concepts cobalt point motors. These are still the old Pico electrode ones from Pico, the old solenoids. Come along this way, you've got the tunnel, which was the original part of the layout. You've got two lines go under there, and there's a third one that runs along the back of there. Depot joins the main line just here. This is my little park scene. High Street carries on over here, and then goes up to the pub, which is called the Bush Inn, and the church there. That area is now complete, apart from headstones, gravestones, and things like that. Got to finish off the beer garden, the car park, and all the lines for the roads. Trains come out of the tunnel there and work their way along the main line. And we bring you around to the station ends. The stations, these are over 10 foot long, the main platform at the back. Took a lot of work to do this lot. And you've got 4 main roads that go through the station, which only 3 main lines. And if I bring you around this way, you've got 3 lines here that are dead ends. This is the parcels line, this one here, and these 2 are for other trains, like multiple units and things like that. So, got any questions, guys? Just give us just ask away. Didn't expect to get anybody to come on, actually. It was just to see if I could actually do it, but it's nice that you've come on. Of course I could do a shout out, Robert. That is not a problem. So you want to do a shout out for Boomerang Junction. Welcome to the channel. As you can hear, I've still got the Class 20 over the other side throbbing away. In the station at the moment, I've got me full rake of Hornby Mark IIIs. Behind that are the Hornby Mark II X in Virgin and Intercity livery. And on the far side are the old Lima tooling Virgin Trains livery Mark IIIs. Working our way down a bit further down the station. As you can see the main station building. Still got to build all the road for this area downwards here. Once the road's built here, there's going to be bus stops either sides for the 2 buses that I've got now. And I'll move you down a bit further. As you can see in here, this is where all the glues and the paints are. This is going to be a Red Star parcels point. You're very welcome, Robert. No problem. Like I said, just came on to do a test because I'm planning to go up to Crewe Station one night, meet up with Rachel and Sean, our hubby, and do maybe a live stream there one night. So I wanted to test, see if I can actually do a live stream from my phone onto YouTube, but obviously it looks like it's working. This one here was one of my presents from my daughter. It's EFE Western National Leyland Olympian bus. My dad actually drove this actual bus in the real life many years ago, and as a kid I used to sit right there on the luggage rack, and we used to actually do that route, which is the 83 to Tavistock. So the 2 buses that I've got are both Western National, and they are it's sentimental to me. Locos plan for the future. Oh, the list is lengthy. At the moment, I've got on hold at one of my local model shops a Class 68 in Pullman livery. Next one on my hit list, I think, would have to be definitely, because obviously it's a Great Western region layout. Definitely going to be looking at getting a Class 52 Western in BR blue. That's got to be done for the layout, and hopefully try and get one that's got sound already fitted. If it hasn't got sound fitted, then I'll be going down the Lego and Biffo route and getting a sound chip from him. Plans. What I'll do is I'll take you over to the depot side and run you through my loco fleet. So you got the Captain Tom Morgan Hornby Special Class 66. Not the best of locos for running, but it runs. It's got a Gauge Master DCC chip in there. That might be an issue why I've got poor running with this loco. So eventually I will be replacing the 8-pin chip in there for a better chip. And move you out the way, young man. Then you've got the Bachmann Class 57, which is 57003, Freightliner Revolution. It's factory fitted sounds with a lock sound 3.5. Very good loco, good sounds, but some of the sounds functions on there are not exactly what is printed on the sound info sheet. So I'll just move that one out of the way. Next one, as you can see, must have Daypol Class 68. Now, when I purchased this one, I didn't actually go out to purchase this loco. I had a sound fitted Class Hornby 08. Didn't like it, wasn't a very good runner. Took it to one of my local model shops, and they gave me a price of how much they give me for it. So I bought this little beauty. It's not sound fitted yet, but that will be another one that will be sound fitted. Then you've got one of my Bachmann 37s, which is 37046. It's in civil engineers livery. And this one, I believe, at some point was based down in the Devon area. I think it might have been up there at some point. It's got a Bachmann 21-pin chip in it. This, again, is another one that will be sound chipped up eventually in the future. And again, another loco, which is 47 832, I think. Tamar, again, Bachmann model. It's got a 21 pin Bachmann decoder in it. Again, this is another one that will be sound chipped up, and both the 37 and the 47 will be Legoman Biffo chip. Last one on the fleet is in this area is the Class 60, which is 600042, and it is the 100 of Hoy Hornby model, sound fitted in the factory. Very, very good model. Very, very good sound files on there, and it is very loud. It's one of my better locos that I've got on the fleet. Behind that is the King Class Great Western loco, which is King James First. This was a DCC ready loco. I have retrofitted a TTS sound chip into that from Hornby, and the sound file was really good. Sounds a bit tinny with the speaker, so there will be a speaker upgrade on that one eventually. Behind that is my Great Western GWR HST set, but it's a castle set, so it's only the 2 locos and 4 cars at the ends in the middle. Behind that is my London Midland Class 350, which is with a normal Bachmann 21 pin decoder. Again, another one for sound fitting. On the other side of that, you've got the Bachmann Class 158, which has got a Prox 22 pin chip in it. Again, another one for sound fitting eventually. Next to that, you've got the Real Track Class 158. This one is a bit of a nightmare to chip up. It needs 2 chips, 1 in each one. So will I be sound fitting that one in the future? Probably not. It is a bit of a pain to fit the decoders into them ones, because you've got to really physically get it undone. Again, on the back, you've got the Class 101 from Bachmann, which is factory fitted sounds. Got that one for a bargain. And at the furthest back is my first Great Western Class 150. Again, it's only got a normal 21 pin Bachmann decoder in it. Again, that one is another one for sound fitting. The last one on the fleet, which has got sounds, is my Virgin HST set from Hornby. This one has got the Valenza sound file in it, and also the Great Western one has got the MTU sound file in it. It is a lot of money in sound chips, but as we say, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. It will be done either by Christmas presents for next year or birthday presents in April. Because my birthday's in April, so I've got a birthday coming up, so I'm dropping some hints to the missus and my mum. So you never know what will turn up on the birthday. You never know. But you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. This layout's not going to be built in, you know, 5 months, a year. It's a 5-year plan for this layout, to get it up to a semi-standard for me. You know, people might not like everything that I do. At the end of the day, it's my layout, my railway. We all do what we want to do on our own layouts. But that is the plan for the future. And thanks, Robert, for coming along and saying hello. It's much appreciated. Any of you guys got any more questions? Would you like would any of you want to hear any other sound files? Shut the Class 20 down. What I'll do is actually I'll fire up the HSTs for you. My layout is actually in my front room of it. couldn't put a layout in my loft. My loft is literally about, well, probably the distance between the top of my baseboard to the bottom to the floor. So there's not a lot of room in my loft to do a layout. It's a big loft, don't get me wrong, but using the NCE power cab, good controller, very good for beginners. Hi Doug Moore, how are you, mate? You all right? Hi Lester, hi Gary, you all right? Very good for a beginner coming into DCC. But I will be replacing this hopefully end of January, beginning of February, if I can get my hands on one for the ECOS ESU command station. As you can see, I thought I'd give you point you out. The headlights on the HST are not functioning properly. Because that HST there has got the 3 pins that connect on the body to the bottom of the chassis when you disconnect, when you take them apart to fit the coders. So I'm going to have to try and get a bit of solder on the tabs on the chassis and see if I can get the connection to work properly. So we'll bring the HST back in. Not a problem, Dogmore. Like I said, it's whether or not I can get my hands on the ECOS ESU at the moment, because obviously, you know, with COVID, it is a German company, and not a lot of shops have got them. And when they do come into stock, they do sell very, very quickly. Hattons did have a couple before Christmas. There's always the sod's law that when you haven't got the money and the product's there, you can't get it. Next job on the list, as in regards to what, Robert, are we talking about rolling stock wise? We're talking scenery wise, building a new layout, and we'll need a controller. Once I get me ECOS, mate, you want to give me a decentish price for this one? You can have it, mate. I will say though, it's not the original cable. I got this one from, I think I got this one from Coastal DCC, I think. But as you can see, it still works, and it is a good little unit. Scenery wise, like I said, if I just spin around the hillside over there, that's going to be turned into a Christmas tree farm. There's a Christmas tree farm about 5 miles down the road from me, where, as it says, they grow the Christmas trees for the local area that people can buy for their houses for Christmas. And so I'm going to replicate that with there. I've at the moment got a pack of 30 pines coming from KJB Models, I think it is. Bought them on eBay. They should be here in the next week. So once they come, I will be doing a video on putting trees and scenery on there. Next video will probably be unboxing of one of my other new locos that I got for Christmas, and also my new tankers that I got for Christmas from made by Daypole. So bit of a clue there. Daypole tankers. Get you thinking. Yes, indeed, Gary, it's my first live stream. It was literally only going to be a test. I didn't actually think that anybody would come on to my channel and have a look. So for the 7 of you that are watching now, a massive, massive big thank you. The only reason why I've decided to do a test is literally because I've been speaking to Rachel today while she was doing a live stream up at near Bashford Hall, near Crewe and near Crewe sidings, and she said, give her a shout one day when I want to go up there, and we can meet up. And we're going to be doing a live stream together with her at Crew Station of a night time. So that'd be nice to meet a fellow YouTuber and just to get out for a few hours of a night time and do a bit of videoing. Oh yes, please, Bang. Thanks for saying that. If you do like the video, guys, what you're watching and what you're seeing, please do hit the like button. Much appreciated. What I would do is I will use the hand of gods and remove Mr. Tom Moore for the minute. Okay. Now you have to bear with me, guys, because some of my Lycos, I forget what numbers they're on. So I've got them written down, but they're all up my files upstairs. So remember, must be 37. Let's have a look at number 6. Lights. Nope. So let's try number 8. Right, just found the class 60. So what we'll do is we'll put it forward a little bit. And it goes in the right direction. And I'll give you a little sound demonstration of this one. Thanks for that, Robert. You know, like I said, Rome wasn't built in a day. This layout has now been under construction for just over a year now, about 18 months. So slowly but surely, it is getting there. I mean, it was at one stage just sorry guys, I'm sitting on the floor here, getting a bit uncomfortable. It just was a 2-line main line go completely around. And it's now gone to 3. I mean, when I first actually built the layout, it was literally just an end-to-end on here against this wall. Then a family member came round and said, why don't you build an L shape? So consequently, that's where that end came from. And once I've done that and started actually doing scenic work on that area, the same family friends came round and went, why don't you all go right way around? You said that to me on the choir. So I was like, no, get out of it. You know, the missus would never go for that. But one night there was myself, my missus, and 2 of our friends sitting here. And if you could imagine the film sketch where, you know, two blokes are going for a swig of beer out of a can, my missus turned around and said, I want you to go right way around the room with a layout. And me and my mate just gone, you know, beer's gone everywhere. And we were like, are you serious? My missus went, yeah. So me and my mate went, fine. We went straight over there with a screwdriver, took the door off, and got rid of the door. Actually, no, the door was upstairs in the spare room. So if ever I do move out, I can put the door back on and the council will charge me for it. Hi, Somerset Trucking, you all right? Oh, yeah. I mean, I never intended to go as big as I have. I mean, for me, this is the biggest layout that I've ever built. And, you know, I never envisaged 2 years ago that I'd have a 20-foot by 12-foot model railway in a downstairs living room. And, you know, this was our living room. We had our sofas in here, the stereo system. Well, the stereo system still isn't here. It's directly behind me there, guys. So I've still got perfect music system connected up with 9 speakers. You've got 5 speakers there and another 4 behind you. Again, I'll spin you around, attached to that end of the railway. So when I do play music in here and I'm doing a bit of scenery, you can imagine I get full surround sounds, music from the radio, CDs, and yes, believe it or not, I still own records, so I still play records as well. Thanks for that. Bang, who was it who said that? Control panel. Thanks, Gary. The control panel is slowly getting there. I'll give you another look, guys. Like I said a little while ago, this side, all the lights here tell me what the DCC Cobalt point motors, which way they are thrown. And these ones are the usual Pico solenoids still. These will be replaced in the near and distant future. Again, another expensive job to be done. Hard work. I mean, it's easy putting the point motors in. Don't get me wrong. The point motors putting them in are very easy to do. But it's because obviously wiring them up, you have two LEDs connected to each point motor. So you've got literally 3 cables for one point motor coming from here, going right the way around the railway. And you can imagine it's a lot of wiring. What do I listen to? Well, I was a DJ for well over 20 years. So my music collection ranges from rock and roll right up to modern day rock, jazz. Well, not so much jazz, but if ever I got asked for it, I could play it. I had some. So yeah, I've got quite a very wide music range. Yes, Gary, it's going to be a good layout for me. I've never built anything this big before. The biggest I had was in my old property that I lived in. That was up in a loft. Yes, it was longer, but a lot narrower. And the loft was a very damp loft. So running up there was quite a mission. The tracks were forever getting dirty, forever getting, you know, dirt and crap on them. I was literally forever cleaning. To do a video up there for YouTube was a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. In here is not too bad. The tracks do get dirty pretty quick in here, but I'm working on that. I'm looking at getting one of the CMX cleaning wagons again. I had one on my old layout. Can't believe the price of the CMX wagons now. They're 180 quid, and I only paid 80 quid about 5 years ago for the one that I had. Yeah, I built the control panel myself. It's just literally bits of 2x1s, and the actual panel itself. If I remember right, I think this was £20 for basically an A3 sheet size of, I would say probably about 5 to 8 mil thick plastic, and there's no cracks on it. You could drill for it if you're careful, you could drill holes into it very carefully. And as you can see, it's pretty sturdy. Yeah, it looks smart. I probably will be replacing this one and doing it again, because I want to make the depot side. I mean, this whole section here is just a depot, and that's the station area over there. And this bit here again is the spur, the dead end side, in the dead end platforms from the station side on the other side as well. So it needs to be redone again. So I might have to get a new one of those. Yes, I did do YouTube on my old layout. All my videos are still on this channel. So if you go back through the pages of my videos, you will find my old videos. There is one on there that I was pretty proud of. It's where I had a class 25, if I remember rightly, on a parcels, came up to a red signal, stopped at the signal, and a class 50 with a load of Bachmann Pullmans change track from the same line. The class 25, to say the class 25 was parked there. Class 50 came along and swapped lines in front of it. That was a good video because both the locos had sound fitted. So check it out. Any other questions, guys? Can't believe it's actually 10 of you actually watching. Astonished, man. Thank you very much for joining, guys. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I didn't even expect to be on for 5 minutes, but 35 minutes in, hey, I'm happy. And this was all a test. You know, never knew I was going to get this. So have you got any questions out there, guys? Oh, let me just grab a drink, guys. Spare me 2 seconds. Grab me little stool. Lines on the control panel. Basically, what I've done was I knew the dimensions of the. Bring it down. I had the dimensions of this piece of plastic while it was coming through the post from the seller on eBay. So what I've done was I got a piece of A3 paper and just basically on an A3 piece of paper and drew out the lines. But what I did first was I made sure that I drew the battens in, so I knew the area that I had to work. So obviously you take like 1.5 inches from there, 1.5 inches from there, 1.5 inches from this side and that side. Once I knew my dimensions, I just planned it out in with a pen and ruler, and then once this came, put the piece of paper over the top, sellotaped it at the sides, got a pin, well actually a pin vise drill in a pin vise drill, and just very gently marked out the lines, and then just put them on. I've done it using the tape that you could get to go alongside your car. So this is basically car tape. The retaining wall is Metcalfe kits. You get a block of floor in each kit. So you got 2 to 3 packs along that section there. This bit here is a bit of a kit bash. Basically, I bought the tunnel portal and retaining walls and kit bashed this together. It's not brilliant, it's not perfect, but it works. And I'm quite proud of it, actually. It's come out quite well. Hi, Southern Train Girl, you okay? No, unfortunately, I'm on just normal, everyday soft drinks. It's just one of those cheap energy drinks you can buy from your local shops. Other brands are available. Glad you enjoying the stream, Robert. Your YouTube channel is one that I enjoy watching for your how-to and your unboxing. Thanks, Gary. That's much appreciated, mate. Thank you very much. That's good to hear, Southern Train Girl. Glad you're okay. Did you have a good Christmas, all of you? Any plans for New Year? Well, I know we can't go to any parties, but have any of you got any plans for the New Year? Any New Year's resolutions plans? I did have one. I've already broken it. That's before I even get to New Year. So anything you want to look at, guys? Any questions you want to ask me? Any locos you want to see running, or any of the sound ones you want to see running? Hi, Raw. Hi, mate. You all right, Nicholas? To my first live stream. It was a test, but it's landed up. Well, I'm now 40 minutes in. It was only supposed to be a 5-minute test. I didn't expect anybody to come on to my live stream. It was just literally a test to see if I could do one. Because I'm planning to meet Rachel, Minnie Wisaston. Planning on meeting her and her hubby up one evening and going to Cruciation one night and doing a live stream from Cruciation. Oh, the next, somebody did ask me about my next part of scenery. Next part of scenery is I'm thinking about doing something in that area there, right at the back. Got some, if I just pass, bring them over. Got a couple of the woodland scenics, woodland classic trees These are about 6 to 7 inches high. These are hopingly going to be going into this area here somewhere. So that's next plan for a bit of scenery. There's another set of 3 trees there. They're planning to go onto the park area there. Plus, I've got an order of 30 pine trees coming from eBay, and like I said, that's going over onto the hillside to simulate a Christmas tree farm. Buy more train, but Gareth, I think what you're saying is, buying things for your railway always comes down to money. If you've got the spare money to spend, then buy yourself something for your railway. If you haven't, just put it on the back burner. This railway is built on a budget. I have to live, me and my partner, my daughter, we work to a budget in this house. If we've got any pennies left over, then we will treat ourselves to the railway. It's not just me that does the railway. My daughter comes in here and helps me do the railway, and so does my missus. Class 60, no problem. Let's try that. Let's get my I'll switch myself around. Bring you down. There she is. Let me start up for you. As I said, this one is the loudest one that I have got in the fleet. It's a good loco, really, really good loco. Again, like I said, it's Hornby fitted, factory fitted sound file on there. Really, really good. Would highly recommend it. Dugmore, yeah, definitely. Class 50 will be coming onto this layout, and yes, I will be getting a sound file for it. Yes, Robert, it's a family affair. We do it all together. I will say the Hornby TTS chips, they always need the speakers replacing. I've got to do it on both my HSC sets. I've got the Valencia in that one, and the MCU engine in the Great Western, and also the King there. That's got a TTS chip. They all need the speakers replacing because it does sound very, very tinny. No, I've never had any problems with the Pullman carriages. One thing I will say is though, because obviously, as you can see, they do light up. Well, the table lamps do. You have to make sure that you keep the wheels clean. These were all 5 were bought second hand from Tony's Trains of Rugby, and as soon as I got them home, I got the isopropyl alcohol out, the IPA, and stuck them in the service cradle and cleaned all the wheels, and they were absolutely filthy. So a good tip if you are buying the Hornby Pullmans or the Bachmann Pullmans, make sure you keep your wheels clean. Big tip there, definitely, because if you don't keep them clean, the wheels clean, you'll literally see the lights will just flicker. Even when they're stationary, they'll just flicker and you'll be off. It doesn't look right if you've got one carriage on, one carriage off. My wheel cleaning system at the moment is IPA for coaches, and when it comes to me locos, I've gone down the route of Pico's scraper and brush. Now, these aren't really designed for DCC, as I explained in my video about a couple of weeks ago. These are mainly for DC. But if you've got patience, you can use these on DCC. What you have to literally do is program your controller for the loco you want to control, put the controller speed up to maximum, touch the scraper. What I tend to do is get this part, leave the pokey part of the scraper up, touch that to the wheel on one end, on one side, and then just clean with the brush, and then they come up clean, and then they come up good. The Virgin HST was poorly, I mean really badly, poorly running, and I basically got the scraper and the brush on it, cleaned them up, and it's now running better. Hi Rachel, glad you joined me. Wow, Rachel from Mini Wisconsin's joined us. Say hello to her. Brilliant live stream you done earlier as well, Rachel. Very enjoyed it. Yeah, definitely. That's another thing that I've got to start looking into, getting a back-to-back gauge. That's another little tool that I need to get my hands on. Can't believe there's actually 13 of us in here, 14 including myself. Thank you all for joining me, guys. Much appreciated. Over the moon. Thanks, Robert. Like I said, it was literally only a test. Yeah. A lot of my rolling stock will be going over to KDs. I'm going to try and start getting rid of these tension locks. I've never liked tension locks ever, because as it says, they do tend to lock up at times. So I'm going to be looking at going down the KD route, same as Richard from Everard Junction has. I'm not too keen on the Hunt couplings. They're a good design, don't get me wrong, strong, sturdy. You won't obviously get any breakaways, but I do prefer the KDs. Hi, Peter Shaw, you okay, mate? Hi, Eleanor, you all right? Wow, 14 of you. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect 14 people to come on board. This was literally just a test to see if I could do a live stream. The only thing I don't like about the live stream is I've got the camera facing me front way, so I was hoping it would be, going that way. But yeah, 14 now, Gary. Yeah, thanks for that. Can't believe I'm up to 14 people already, and I'm 50 minutes in. Wow, just never expected it. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for joining me. Hi, Smallwood. You okay? I've never expected 14 people to join me for a chit chat. I might start doing this a bit more often, actually. Now you guys are all coming on. It's really nice, and I'm glad you've all come along. Really, very much appreciated. Another thing I've got news for you guys is I'm now a full paid up member of Worley Model Railway Club. So hopefully once we get rid of this thing that's hovering over us and all over the world, so once we get rid of it, hopefully I can start going to the Worley Club rooms and meeting my fellow club members. And you never know, you might see me at the next Worley show as in Worley uniform. So come and say hi. Oh, definitely more than I expected, Robert. Definitely. Like I said, I just came on to do a test to see how it all worked. Never expected to be on for 50 minutes. Never expected, 13, 14 people to join me. Never thought I'd get asked any questions or people to ask me to show them something. But, we live and learn. Every day's a learning day. Thanks for all joining me. And Robert, you was the first one to join, so thank you. Anyone got any questions out there? So what's next on any of your layouts, guys? You got any plans for the new year for your layouts? Mine, as I said, is to turn the hill behind you into a Christmas tree farm. Carry on with the next plan is also to carry on with my station area, get the road done in the station area. Oops, sorry for kicking the camera, guys. Get the station area road done. Need more lights for the station platforms. Obviously need to get benches, loads of people for the station, bus stops. There's loads to be getting on with on this layout, but like I said, it's all about money. If you got it, good. If you haven't, then unfortunately you have to wait. And in my case, I have to do things a little by little. Bang! I don't know of any secret handshake. You'll have to do a video for me and show me on that one. Next video release, Robert, will probably be tomorrow, because obviously now this live stream is now going to be a video for today. So tomorrow I'm probably going to do a unboxing and install of a DCC chip to my new Bachmann Class 37. The 158 is not sound fitted, unfortunately, Gareth. It is one on the list to be sound fitted. I did have one or two trains running around earlier, which is like I said, Peter. I came on just to do a test. I didn't realise I was going to be on here for 50 minutes. I'm absolutely amazed. I've been on here for 50 minutes, and I've got 14 of you watching, and I've got you asking me questions. I didn't really actually expect to be on here this long. It was just literally a test to see if I could do a live stream. That's right, Gary. I'll be tuning in then to your live streams in 2021. Okay, let's see if we can find number 57. So, it's been so long since I've used my trains, I've forgotten what numbers my trains are on. Yes, Robert, that is a most definite thing. Hopefully, we do get some shows. At the moment, I believe we've still got the Great Electronic Train Show going, and I believe Worley at the end is still viable, but it all depends on the COVID. I'm in competition with the Dam Busters. Peter, thank you very much. Thanks for joining me. I'm glad that you guys think that I'm more entertaining than the Dam Busters. Me personally, I think the Dam Busters are more entertaining, but hey, thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. Tell you what I will do is, though, bring it down a bit, give you a little sound blast of the Class 57. Now, this is Bachmann factory fitted. Just gone behind me. I'm just going to change its direction and bring it back for you guys. Tell I've not been in here for a while. Got a dirty track. Let's see what's coming in the comments. Oh, mate. When my little grandson comes around here, I'll make sure the kitchen door's shut so if he gets his hands in here, I'll lose everything. But it is a good thing to have grandsons when you can enjoy things like that. My grandson's he's only 3, so it's a learning thing for him. Nice to know that you're watching me and Dan Busters, Peter. Like I said, wow, 17 of you watching. Wow, I'm absolutely amazed. Thank you very much, guys and girls, for coming on and joining me on this, what was supposed to be a test. Well, what I'm going to do is, guys, I am going to bring this little live stream to a close. I think what I might do is I might start planning a live stream for you guys in here if for the future. Now I've worked out how to do it. So I will love you and leave you guys. And I hope, and well, I want to wish you all a happy new year. I hope that we can enjoy 2021 better than we did 2020. So until the next time, guys, that we meet up, and until my next live stream, guys, thank you very much for joining me. And please stay safe, look after each other, look after one another, but above all, happy modeling. Take care. Bye-bye for now, guys.